The Nation Station, Oman FM. It's not just the music, it's the best variety.
Some experts have predicted there will be as many as 50 billion connected devices in service by the end of the year. And the number basically includes all the equipment, sensors, gadgets around the world that together make up this Internet of Things, or IoT. But how are they connected? What allows them to communicate with each other? How do these systems work or benefit users? It's an honor to have with us Ahmed Ghadani, one of the winners of the this year's upgrade. Ahmed, welcome to the program.
Thank you so much, Frank. Thanks for having me.
And congratulations.
Sam, really appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Okay, so tell us about yourself and how did you get involved with this upgrade program and this new project you have?
First of all, my name is Ahmed Khamis Ghadani. I'm myself a mechatronics engineer. And while participating in this upgrade program by Omantel and their partners, this venture that we're leading into IoT, it's between me and Dr. Ahmed Abdurrahman Al-Badi, who is also one of my co-founders for Makers Arsenal, in which we are venturing in IoT.
All right. So what's the name of your company now?
Makers Arsenal. And if I can tell you more about the technological solutions that we provide, and having Oman's primary internet service provider and telecommunication company invest in us, Makers Arsenal, to bring some revolutionary Industry 4.0 solutions. I mean, in your intro, you mentioned that we have so many devices, if not millions or billions, and how we have them connected. The key word is internet. That's why we have an Internet of Things. And definitely there are other technologies and communication protocols that are being used, but that's why it's really important to have such a company backing us. And with these solutions, we try to focus on improving operational efficiency in factories, auxiliary facilities, and warehouses using these cutting-edge telecommunication technologies, specifically the Internet of Things, and then the data analytics, because of all this data that we're getting from these sensors. Once we are able to analyze them, we can derive some really actionable insights for these industries. And if I want to highlight one part in this investment, that it has been awarded to us, Makers Arsenal, through, again, Omantel's upgrade program, as you mentioned. And that was in partnership with the Ministry of Transport, Communication and Information Technology, as well as the Ministry of Higher Education, Research and Innovation, in addition to Oman Technology Fund Accelerator and the SME Development Fund. So this is really a huge thing, and we're really looking forward to it and the next steps in it.
Good. Well, why is it all this so significant for these companies? Which benefits will the adoption of the IoT bring to the companies and their value chain?
When we speak about these kind of technologies and the value they bring, I understand that the way media portray these technologies more as buzzwords. However, if I speak about our experience, when we say, for example, why Omantel invested in us among many other companies available out there, because of the offers and solutions that we provided, we managed to get an actual return on investment for our clients, for our customers. And if you try to I can also give a really good two examples of some of the projects that I believe will help our audience to better understand how these technologies can be actually applied. And one thing, like I mentioned before, the solutions we provide really focus on factories and help them to reduce their operational expenses related to utilities such as electricity and water. Also improve the efficiency in production lines, especially for like industrial machineries. This way we are able to give clients higher return on their investment. And only within 2 years of establishing Makers Arsenal, we managed to serve clients in really important and vital sectors such as mining, agriculture, water resources, and logistics.
Okay.
And I would like to mention two projects that I believe will really help our audience to understand like practical use cases of such technology. In one of the projects that we did, we developed and integrated a system for a gypsum processing plant where we managed to enable the client to cut their operational expense rate to electricity from 21 to 34%.
Wow.
That was coming mainly because it was mainly on the predictive maintenance and the energy part. Usually, clients or people will always have this pre-consumption of having predictive maintenance to be really costly. However, with the emerging technologies of IoT and this technology enabling continuous remote monitoring of different assets, we can leverage the data analytics we get to understand the state of their machines, understand how do they consume electricity, their activity level, and all of that. So combining all of this data with predictive maintenance, we managed to figure out, for example, out of the production lines, like they had a number of production lines. Each production line was fitted with really large blowers. We're speaking about motors that consume up to 64 kilowatts per hour.
Okay.
So these consume a lot. And just fitting them with, for example, I will mention one parameter, for example, that we monitored. That is vibration. And by analyzing the vibration, the frequency of it, there is a technical term I would like to mention. It's called harmonic. By figuring out these kinds of details, we are able to understand what is the machine condition, why is it consuming more energy than before. And by knowing all of this, we can tackle it and improve it. If I want to add something more, that is going a little bit into a different sector. I would focus on the logistics sector because we know Oman is really situated in a perfectly geolocation that enables Oman to become a hub, a regional center for logistics. So that's why also one of these key sectors we're focusing on are in logistics. So another project that involved much more parameters was, for a warehouse, basically for cold storages, where we're able to collect and analyze sensor data such as electricity consumption, environmental variables, such as the humidity, temperature inside and outside the cold storage room, as well as the activity levels to identify why is this cold room consuming this much of energy. Basically, that warehouse had several cold storage rooms, and they had two outliers, which were consuming more energy than the rest of the rooms. And by analyzing all of this data, we managed to figure out the source of the problem and then enable them to optimize it and understand how to reduce their costs. Especially that the electricity is becoming right now a hot topic. And for cold storage, right now we are in the winter, and they're already complaining about their electricity usage.
Yes.
So imagine how it's going to be in summer, in a few months.
That's why in some other countries, they're not surprised anymore thinking about this.
Definitely, yeah.
Yep.
Is that most of people, when I mention all of these kind of different parameters, they get overwhelmed. How are you monitoring all of this and all of that? The system we developed does all of this in an autonomous way, automatically.
Yes.
Basically, all what the client is dealing with is just a user-friendly dashboard that he can access from either his smartphone or laptop or any computer device and have it on a screen.
Wow.
That just shows you the important things. You don't have to take care of all the technological background or the parameters, what's happening. It just tells you the key insights that you can take